In 2000, Caravela began the quest to source outstanding Latin American coffee from small farmers determined to reward passion and recognize excellence. They soon learned that to accomplish this, they needed to be present, focusing on the people that make coffee great, which are the coffee producers and roasters, while demonstrating a tireless commitment to the quality and transparency at every level from farm to cup. Caravela has grown and evolved since then, and despite the challenges they have faced, one constant has been a commitment to their purpose, to make coffee better for everyone involved. How do they operate? Well, with Caravela's team of more than 200 coffee professionals, spread out in 7 origins, operations, and 4 import offices, and with an infrastructure of more than 40 purchasing stations, they offer the unique opportunity to access an unparalleled range of specialty coffees, building long-term relationship with farmers and ensuring a consistent product from year to year, as well as a genuine, lasting impact for their business and yours. Caravela quality standards are second to none in the coffee industry, which allows them to guarantee their roaster partners and a consistently tasting coffee that maintains its quality until the last bean is roasted. From analyzing physical bean defects to measuring moisture content and water activity of every single lot to performing at least 5 different quality controls before the coffee is exported. They can be 100% sure that when you roast coffee from Caravela, you will never be disappointed, and coffee drinkers will keep wanting to come back for more. How do they handle such quality control? Well, every day, Latin America Caravela receives coffee from their network of over 4,000 farmer partners. They analyze the physical quality, and if it meets the standards, they cup it. The lots are then categorized according to the cup quality, with a corresponding price associated with each category. The better the quality, the higher the price paid. Farmers also receive feedback on the cup score and how it affects the buying price, so they can get back to their farms and continuously improve, and so the cycle is created.
The price for coffee is around $1.40 per pound and $1.70 if it's organic. It is a bit more expensive when it's organic because of the cost of things it depends on to take care of the environment. Unfortunately, there has been a negative impact regarding coffee and the environment. The global demand has been increasing and there has been the need to start more sun cultivation, which has resulted in the removal of trees and animal habitats. This started in 1970s, which led to the removal of trees and high impact on the sun degrades soil quality, which led to higher levels of erosion. Because of this, 2.5 million go acres has been deforested in Central America. A study has demonstrated that of these 50 countries in the world, the highest deforestation rate of these are coffee producing. Environmental protection measures are extra cost for farmers. They need to add more expenses. For example, soil and plant analysis to help them use pesticides and fertilizers more efficiently and implement sustainable pest management techniques. In order to provide sustainable and eco-friendly coffee, it is important to reduce the waste of single-use plastics. For the last 20 years, Caravela has been sourcing and championing coffee from Latin America's smallholder farmers. This helps them have the best quality and transparency. They provide at least 5 different quality controls before sending out their coffee.
We chose Caravela Coffee as our B Corporation because of its friendly supply chain and the long-term relationships that they maintain with the producers. The Caravela Coffee also had a very high impact score, being a B Corporation, and a strong and heavy emphasis on workers and community. They are a B Corporation simply because they believe in it. The company has a very high score in both community and workers. The business model allows the company to build long-standing relationship with the farmers, cooperatives, and the producers. Every year, they take 20,000 samples from over 4,000 producers. and they provide feedback on each sample, which helps to improve their products eventually. The expert team that they have allows the company to improve and control the product's quality, consistency, and reliability. The company's coffee analysts are the sons and daughters of coffee farmers, as they provide an opportunity for them to accelerate their passion in the industry. The company keeps a very friendly supply chain and makes sure that they show their concern and support to the world by following and being a B Corporation.
The overall production of coffee cannot be considered sustainable as it's water intensive and the wastewater can contaminate rivers and streams. Another thing that can be considered environment friendly is the packaging used to sell coffee because it has higher carbon and water footprint and ultimately contributes to much more landfill. Taken all together, these practices quickly become unsustainable. On the other hand, Caravela Coffee, who's been scoring the highest B Corporation rating worldwide, found a way to still produce good quality coffee without harming the earth. Indeed, what drives the passion for keeping doing so is expressed through a question that can be found on their website, which states, "How do I make someone's life better today?" This allows the company to strive for their mission to make better coffee. But what makes this company defined as a B Corp? The secret is in the process of production of their coffee, also known as green coffee. Firstly, they purchase different types of qualities of coffee from local producers, resulting in helping local growers and the community economics. Furthermore, as previously mentioned, the production of coffee requires a lot of water, but Caravela Coffee instead found a way to recycle the water and still serve good quality coffee. They also decided to use biodegradable packaging that can either be reused or simply left in plant soil. In conclusion, one of their main SDGs goals is to commit to becoming carbon neutral by 2025, which means that an equal amount of carbon sequestrations offsets the CO2 emissions that they generate through the daily activities of the global operations.
Caravela measured the company's carbon footprint in 2017, conducted by a non-profit organization, Climate Neutral, and realized that the upward scaling of total emissions were 60 times compared to the year prior, increasing from 660 tons of CO2 emissions to 39,186 tons, which was caused by the purchasing of what's known as green coffee, which are coffee seeds from the fruit that have not yet been roasted. Said process releases an average of almost 2 kilograms of CO2 emissions, half of which is emitted at the farm level and the other half in a mixture of emissions generated through the processing, milling, and export of the coffee, as well as the mixture of other harmful gases such as nitrogen that are emitted to the environment. By deploying their best efforts to find new ways to meet their supply and demand, they conducted a study sampling 50 coffee farmers in Tolima to compare the carbon footprint of organic farms versus conventional farms in order to determine which areas of the coffee farms could have a reduction in the carbon emission. Also, Caravela is currently supporting the plantation of native trees nurseries in Tolima so the farmers can help in the reforestation in their own farms. To become more energy efficient in consumption, the company updated its sorting equipment with more energy efficient machines, as well as the installation of solar panels on the roof of the dry mill. These said changes helped reduce the company's energy consumption in Colombia by 12.2% while completing the installation of a second dry mill, focusing on smaller lots to reduce energy requirements while upscaling efficiency. Additionally, partnering off with Colombian NGO Más Bosques, Caravela promotes the conservation and usage of efficient natural resources along with the service, facilitating the purchase of carbon credits in the banned CO2 platform, providing direct economic support to 12 families throughout the department of Risaralda, helping them to continue to preserve 23 hectares of land sunk by carbon dioxide. For these small-scale farmers around Colombia who focus on the conservation of forest have accounted for carbon credits equaling to 2,700 tons of CO2.